I want to ask you about what's happening at the White House and the Reno.
Ooh.
The media has lost its ever-loving mind. I have my notes here because I wanted to read exactly what they're saying. Okay, Maria Shriver, you know her, she's Kennedy. It breaks my heart and infuriates me. The addition of a ballroom. Why is she so worked up? Hillary Rodham Clinton. It's not his house, it's our house, and he's destroying it. And what does she do? She starts selling hats with that on it to make money off of the White House yet again. Not such a grifter. The bulwark, which exists only to bring down Trump, as soon as a Democrat gets in there, the addition must be razed, R-A-Z-E-D, must be completely demolished, and any sign of Trump's ballroom must be gotten rid of. The media doesn't talk about all the reno that has been done by so many other presidents in the past, and by Obama's nearly $400 million reno, which is less than what Trump is doing, or the fact that we didn't have an adequate space for like dignitaries to gather and have a celebration inside the White House. And then I'll give you one more. Gretchen Carlson, who I used to work with at Fox. She gets out there and she's like, I was there when they signed the sexual harassment, whatever, in the East Room, and now it's been demolished.
Indelible in the hippocampus.
So no, the East Room is part of the main White House. Like when you walk in the front door, the northern entry, it's one of those rooms where they still hold ceremonies all the time. Not to be confused with the East Wing, which only has a couple of offices supposed to be used by the First Lady. They are two entirely different things. But these are the people who are supposed to be our media betters, educating us about how bad Trump is and why it's terrible what he's doing.
The New York Times had an amazing story on this, where they tried to cite examples of the history that the East Wing means to the country, all of the history that's taken place in the East Wing, which was built, I think, in 1902 under Teddy Roosevelt. So people in general, I think the White House is much older than it is. A lot of it is pretty new, but the Times story, I tell you this is true. The three examples they cite: first, they say the East Wing, where Bill Clinton used to meet with Dick Morris without his staff knowing.
The White House's latest additions to its website, you're saying?
No, this is actually, that is incredible too. But the New York Times really was like, God rest the East Wing. This is where Bill Clinton used to meet with Dick Morris without his staff noting. Their second example is that this is where Dick Cheney was rushed away on 9/11, and their third example is it's where Donald Trump was taken during 2020 protests. And it's like, these are the three examples you could come up with of the reverent, sacred East Wing history. Dick fucking Morris? Are you kidding me?
I believe it's dickmorris.com.